Okay, so now we're going to talk about how to enroll in Medicare, what are the critical deadlines that you need to know, and what happens if you miss a deadline. How do you actually enroll in Medicare? The easy way is if you're currently drawing Social Security, then Medicare will actually enroll you automatically. Enrollment in Medicare is done through the Social Security Administration. About 3 months before your 65th birthday, you'll get a red, white, and blue Medicare card in the mail, and it'll have Medicare Part A and B listed on it with an effective date of the first of the month in which you actually turn 65, unless your birthday is actually on the first of the month, and then it'll be exactly 1 month earlier. Medicare effective dates are always the first day of a month. If you're going to continue working and you have group benefits, then generally you're not going to need to enroll into Part B right away. It depends on whether you want to go to Medicare or not, which is your choice. You should always check with your group benefits administrator to find out A, how your plan is going to work with Medicare, and B, if they're going to make you go to Medicare and make your plan be secondary to Medicare. If not, then you don't really need to enroll in Part B right away. There is a cost associated with it. There's really no point in paying that if you're going to have group benefits. So that's really the main question. Some of my clients are drawing Social Security and still working and have group benefits. They're going to send you a card that has A and B on it. If you don't need Part B yet and you've been able to confirm that, if not, give us a call and we'll help you walk through that. If so, go ahead and send the card back to them and indicate that you no longer, or you don't want Part B at this time. They'll send you a new card with Part A on it, and then you can enroll down the road in Part B if and when you lose either voluntarily or involuntarily your group benefits. There's no penalty for not enrolling in Part B if you have creditable coverage. So let's talk about penalties for a second. If you do not have group coverage, you're either on an individual plan or no plan at all, then when you turn 65, you need to enroll into Medicare. If you're not drawing Social Security, this is not an automatic process. You can enroll into Medicare up to 3 months before the month in which you turn 65, that month, and 3 full months after, without any kind of penalty at all. So that 7-month window is your Medicare open enrollment window to actually elect Medicare benefits. If you're still working and you don't get Part B, several years go by, I've got clients that are in their 70s when they finally take their Part B. As long as you've had creditable coverage the whole time, then you can get Part B at that time without a penalty. Again, if they don't enroll you automatically, you can go online and do it. But if you're a delayed Part B enrollment, to avoid the penalty, you'll have to either do it in person or do it by mail. And not only will you need the Medicare Part B application form, you'll need the employer form that will show what benefits that you had before, so you can get Part B penalty free. So remember those deadlines. For most people, it's 3 months before the month in which you turn 65, the month in which you turn 65, and the full 3 months after. That 7-month window, you can enroll into Medicare without any kind of penalty. If your 65th birthday has come and gone, you've had group benefits, and then you decide to end those group benefits for whatever reason, or they go away, you now have an 8-month window from the time those benefits ended to do your application for Part B and to get it without penalty. Anybody that misses their Part B enrollment window can enroll once a year between January 1st and March 31st of each year during those 3 months for a July 1 effective date. And you're going to have a higher premium for Part B permanently because there's a late enrollment penalty. For most people, again, that are going on to Medicare when you're first turning 65, you can enroll in a prescription plan anytime in the 3 months prior to your 65th birthday, the month of, or the 3 months after. The plan itself will not be effective before your Medicare A and B is. So if your Medicare starts on June 1st, that's when your prescription plan will start. You can just do the application as early as March, and then up to July, August, and September. So the 3 months after that anytime during that window when you're turning 65, you can get a prescription plan without a penalty. If you don't need a prescription plan because you have creditable coverage through an employer group and you decide to get it later, then you must do so within 2 months of your creditable coverage ending. If you do not, and then you enroll later, you won't be able to enroll into the plan until the open enrollment period, or the annual election period between October 15th and December 7th each year, and you're going to have a permanent late enrollment penalty on a prescription plan, meaning that the prescription plan premium is going to be higher than it would be normally. So make sure that you don't miss that enrollment window. It's a short window. If you have COBRA coverage, if you lose group benefits and go to COBRA coverage, that COBRA coverage does not exempt you from the requirement of getting a Part D plan within 2 months of losing the group benefits. So COBRA doesn't count as creditable coverage. Medicare supplement enrollment depends on when you get Part B. You have 6 months from the date that your Part B is effective to get a Medicare supplement in your Medicare supplement open enrollment period. That means that they will not ask you any health questions. If you wait beyond 6 months, they will ask you health questions and they can turn you down. So for anybody that's turning 65, as an example, if your Part B is starting on July 1, you can get a Medicare supplement without health questions anytime between July 1 and December 31st. You can enroll in that application up to 6 months before your Medicare Part B is effective, but it won't start until your Medicare starts. If you are working beyond your 65th birthday and then you lose group benefits either voluntarily or involuntarily, if you are just getting Part B, you still have a 6-month window from the time Part B starts to get a Medicare supplement without any health questions. If you've had Part B longer than 6 months and you lose coverage either voluntarily or involuntarily, you now have 63 days in which to get a Medicare supplement on what they call a guaranteed issue basis, meaning there's no health questions. Beyond that, they will ask you health questions, and only certain plans are available for that guaranteed issue status. So that's it. I hope that helps you with critical deadlines and the Medicare enrollment process. Click below. There are links to the forms that you need to download. If you have any questions, give us a call, and we will see you on the next video.